Hello, Bart. Thank you very much for
Hello.
joining us at SportsTiger. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Bart, so a brilliant display from Belgium in the first game itself. But I just want to know what kind of is there any kind of added pressure on the team, considering the senior men's team have already won the Olympics, and now the junior men's team have come to the tournament. So is there any added pressure on the team because of that?
But at the moment, I think the only pressure that we feel is the pressure that we put on ourselves. From outside, not really. I think the boys really want to do well and they want to compete. But for the moment outside, we don't really feel the pressure. We really want to grow inside the tournament. I think we made a very good first step in the first game against South Africa.
Yes.
And we are looking forward to the game for tomorrow against Malaysia.
And Malaysia also played an attacking game. So is there any different plan for Malaysia, or you will go with the same plan like Belgium have been playing?
But in general, we try to play the game that we love to play, and it's control the ball, control the game, have a defensive but with lots of energy, have a defensive block, and try to play as possible, as most as possible our normal game. But for sure, playing against the Asian style hockey of Malaysia, it's something that we're not used to. It's something that we have to take into account. And we will for sure fine tune and make some little tweaks left and right to get the boys up to speed and get our structure up to speed against the fast counter-attacking play of Malaysia.
Okay, and the next question, it's a very far-sighted question, but actually, because Belgium are more likely to finish as the toppers of Pool A if they go according to their game. And if we talk about Pool B, from which the second place team is more likely to face Belgium, that is slated to face Belgium, and India are more likely to finish second in Pool B, considering they have lost to France, which was considered one of the best teams in the group after India.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about that thing? Like Belgium are more likely to face India in the quarterfinals if things go accordingly,
Yeah, we first of course have to play our second and third game yet. But if so, we end up against India in the quarterfinals. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for the boys again to play India, to play the host nation. Last time we also had that opportunity, and we did that in the final. That was a crazy atmosphere in Lucknow, and it was a fantastic experience for the whole team. Unfortunately, with a bad result for us. But I think if we play the quarterfinal against India. I also told the boys already, I think it could be fantastic to have the chance to play the home nation, to play the Indian style of hockey, and to compete with the best, to compete with the Indian hockey players. So we are we're really looking forward to first making it to the quarterfinals, and then if it's France or if it's India or even another team, it doesn't really matter. I think every game on this level at this pace is a fantastic opportunity, and we're really looking forward to working towards that moment.
Okay, one more thing I would ask you, if we are considering this far-sighted question, then do you have any proper plans for India? Then according to that, have you guys started planning or something like that, or it's just that you want to go to the quarterfinal and then think about it?
Like you said at the end of your question, we want to first make the quarterfinal. That means we first have Malaysia. Then we have Chile, and then we look at the opposition. And we knew the strength of France because we played them, of course, a couple of times in Europe in the last couple of years. We knew they have a strong generation coming through. But of course, we also know the strengths of India. So it was always a bit of a gamble of who are we going to play if we make it to the quarterfinals. And it's something that we don't control. So we prefer then to let that go, to focus on what we do control and focus on the game that is first up, and that is Malaysia. And afterwards, we look further into the future.
Okay, and since you are the coach of the team, I would like to ask you, what makes Belgium team special?
What makes the Belgium team special? I think we have the luck of having a small country, so we can train a lot together. I think we have the luck of being in a certain phase in the world of hockey in Belgium, that we have lots of opportunities to do a lot of things together, but also have lots of quality players coming through, and find the right balance between the physical aspect, the hockey aspect, the mental aspect. I think we're pretty good at having that. Looking at the creativity of the Dutch, we have a bit of that. The discipline of the Germans, we have a bit of that. And I think the mixture of those kind of cultures makes it that we are playing and competing with the top of the world. And let's hope we can do that for the next couple of days, weeks, and also for the next couple of years.
And what are your expectations from the team in this World Cup, in this tournament, since Belgium are considered one of the favorites? So what, according to Bart, what finds Bart?
But I'm also really involved with top sport. And I also, of course, I also want to compete with the best. And every game that we play, I also want to win. So I want to go as far as possible. And the last time we made it to the finals. And of course, we hope to do better this time. And again, I think we have a good chance to go very far, but we have to do it step by step. And but very keen on seeing how far can we go. But if you ask me what do I want and what is my goal, of course, is to become world champion.
Yeah, means everybody has some expectations from the team. That is what I want to ask you. Everybody wants to win the cup, obviously, but what are your expectations from the team? Means how far you see the team going? But they play according to their game.
Yeah, I think for me, I think we have a good chance of evolving and get more consistent in defense and on the ball. Like you saw, we created lots of opportunities against South Africa. I think we have to be a bit more efficient with them, and we think we have to put more goals in the net. I think if you can grow day by day, game by game, I think we can go very far. I hope for the boys that they really use this experience to grow as athletes, as hockey players, and also as individuals. And let's hope also some of these boys can play themselves in the picture to maybe win a spot in the red line someday.
And final question to you, Bart, how has been the experience of playing in India, especially when we talk about the Kalinga Stadium, Bhubaneswar? So how does it feel like playing in the stadium and playing in India?
Playing in India is, I think, always a fantastic experience. For us and for me, it's also the first time in Bhubaneswar. We heard a lot of good stories from our senior team, of course, and it's a fantastic stadium. It's really nice to be here. Unfortunately, due of COVID, we cannot see the stadium full with crazy hockey supporters. That would have been even more fantastic. We had that experience last time in Lucknow with the final playing against India. It's something that I will never forget in my life, and the boys for sure not either. So that's a bit of a downfall, but it's the world that we live in now. But next to that, these surroundings, this stadium, it's a fantastic environment for these boys to compete at the highest level.
Okay, thank you very much, Bart.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.